Hello and happy new year 2024. And oh my god, this is slippery mud I'm on now, so this could be a comedy video. I'm out with Lola and Bailey as usual in the evenings because Darcy gets her walk in the morning, Bailey gets every walk. I can't walk all three of them unless I want to be face planted and dragged along the floor. They're a little bit too much even for me. So it's cold. It's just finished being very, very wet for about the last, what feels like 10 years. And now the temperature's plummeting, for us at least. Come on, you. So I'll make this quite short. And the big news is Wanderer Book 10 is making really good progress. Past 50,000 words now transcribed. And I think probably 60 to 65,000 total with what I've already dictated. But the best thing is that I've changed some processes this time, and I think it's going to allow me to write a lot quicker. So I did plot quite a lot of the book, but not all of it, and started dictating it, and I was transcribing it into first draft very soon after, sometimes literally the next day from writing it. And that means that rather than having to dictate it all and then go back and start transcribing and not really remembering some parts of it very well, it's all very fresh in my mind. So effectively I'm doing double the number of words that I'm counting, because usually I would count them when I dictate them and then count them as I go through and transcribe them. So effectively I've done probably 100,000 words worth of work in a month, which is massively faster than I've managed before. And I've also, after playing around with lots of different methods for plotting stories, things like mind maps, sketching stuff out, some really good tools that just didn't quite work out for me. I found the tool I needed was Excel. Excel with a bit of color coding and copy and cut and move stuff around as I need to, and it's working really well. So I think that's probably what I'm going to use going forwards. Probably mind map still to explore the stories to begin with. But what that means, hopefully, is that I will be able to write more consistently and more quickly, which will be brilliant because I want to get more stories out in the world. I want to get more books out. I turned 50 last November, which I know I look like I'm about 75, but I did only turn 50, and it feels like quite an achievement. It's definitely the first big birthday in a while that I hit and went, yay, I made it. But maybe that's every birthday from now on. But it kind of reminded me that I want to get more stories out there. I just want to tell more stories as well, especially when I go back and read them later. Sometimes I haven't read a story in 7 or 8 years now, and when I read it, sometimes I can't remember the story at all, which is really, really strange in some ways and really enjoyable as well. And other times I can literally remember sitting there writing certain lines at certain times. So yeah, I said it's gonna be a short one. Obviously I was wrong. What else is going on? So Sci-Fi Shorts, should have put 2 stories out in December. Christmas got a bit hectic, so I'm aiming to do those today. They should be out before this video drops, and I'll put the links to them. I think that's it. So Agatha Blunt series is continuing for anyone who's a Patreon backer. So slightly late on that one again, but that's going to be coming out. And also for those and for the Sci-Fi Shorts, I'm not just going to be uploading the 2 today. I'm going to do the next, I think it's 8 or 9, so they'll be up, ready to go, and will drop automatically for the next few months, so I will be more up to date. Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to ask. So I'd really like to hear from as many of you as possible about how you find new books. Are they recommended to you? Do you on a mailing list from any of the sites like BookBub or Fussy Librarian that send them out? Do you see them on Facebook? Do you are you in some sort of group of readers that talks about it? Just really want to start spreading my books to more people, and I'm sure there's probably ways I'm not even aware of to do it. So I'd really appreciate it if anyone feels like just dropping a reply to the newsletter when it goes out, or drop me a note via simongoodson.com, or stick a note under this video. Just anything that you can offer to help would be absolutely brilliant. And I think that's it, because yeah, my fingers are going numb. I'm about to get dragged into a ditch. Apparently they found something interesting. And we have some deep ditches around here. They're empty again now almost. They've literally dropped 6 feet in the last 2 days. The water in them. They were almost overtopping just a couple of days ago, and they're down to crazily lower, but they go back up again very fast at the moment if it rains. I think that's as far as we're going, doggies, because that looks really muddy. So hopefully I'll get back and send this out without slipping and breaking anything, or landing on the dogs, because that'll really be expensive. And until next time, happy reading.